Hey everybody, happy Thursday. I hope you are doing well. I'm wearing my glasses this week, so bear with me when you see a little bit of glare, but that's the look we're going for today. So this week marks the first week of July. Congratulations on making it through the first half of 2021. It has flown by. I cannot believe it is already July, and then we're already looking at the second half of 2021 and all that's going on with that. With the second half of the year, it's always helpful to do a half-year check-in on your goals. So your author goals and your writing goals and just where you're at in general. Now, I have to say, if you haven't set any writing goals or author goals yet, that's perfectly fine. Now is the best time to do it. Feel free to check out my video on what you might want to consider as you set these goals. I'll put the link below. But for those of you that have, I'm talking about writing goals and author goals. So not only how many words are you writing a day, how often are you writing, things like that, but also what you want to accomplish as an author. So are you wanting to get your book edited? Are you wanting to launch your author social media? Are you wanting to get your queries out? Anything like that. So with that in mind, let's talk about how you can set yourself up for success in the second half of 2021 by really evaluating those goals and moving forward from there. Do a review of those goals, what you set. Hopefully they were pretty quantifiable, so you had specific number targets, things like that, and figure out where you're at now and compare. Now, the biggest thing I have to say about this is there is absolutely no guilt or shame in this review process. If you set a goal that you were going to have 100,000 words written by July and you have 10,000 words, that is fine. We're not looking at feeling negative about this or anything like that. You are looking purely from a logical standpoint of where you're at and why. And so what you want to do is write out all your goals, write out purely logically where you're at, and then on a separate sheet, write out some of your wins. And this doesn't even necessarily have to be, oh, I met my goal in January, or oh, I met my goals for the first 3 months or something like that. It can be individual things too. Did you make a really great author contact? Did you have a really fabulous writing day that sticks out in your mind? Did you come up with a brand new book idea that you're really excited to start once you finish this project? Anything that really keeps you focused on why you want to be an author, why you're continuing to go through this very beautiful but sometimes very hard process, and also just what keeps you motivated, what is true to your heart as far as what makes for a really good day and why you're in this profession. Then second to that, write out what were your biggest pain points. So if you're anything like me, you're going to have some really great days and you're going to have some really not so great days. And so you'll want to write out why those happened, if you can imagine it. Maybe you were really burnt out. Maybe it was you didn't have enough time. Maybe you had too many distractions, low motivation, anything like that. Again, we're not going for any guilt or shame here. It's just pure, this is what it was and it's okay. And then you want to go through all that and see if there's any solutions or connections to that. So if there were lots of distractions, are there maybe some days of the week where during your writing time you might be able to go outside of the house to do your writing? Or on a really great day that you had a really great writing day, what happened that day? Or what was able to inspire you to come up with that really great book idea? Maybe it was you were reading some extra articles that week, or maybe you watched a really great show. Things like that where you can look at how you might be able to shape the rest of 2021 to lean more towards the good days and really problem solve on all those pain points. So now for the goals that you already had set, if you came relatively close, if you're pretty happy with how 2021 has been going, I highly recommend you look at maybe pushing yourself a little bit further. So if you said you were going to write 10,000 words in a month and you made it so you've written 60,000 words, maybe aim for 70 or 80,000 words by the end of the year. Try and get yourself to that next level. For those of you that may not have come as close, again, looking at those pain points is helpful, but also looking at the year overall as well. So did life just go wonky, or were maybe the goals a little bit too high for you at this point in your career? So maybe you decided you were going to write 50,000 words a month. Maybe you were going to try and make every month sort of like your own NaNoWriMo type thing. That's a really big goal. And if you can make that happen, phenomenal. But if you can't, that's perfectly fine. Go back and take a look at maybe lowering that a bit, seeing what else you can look at to still continue your progress, to still make strides as an author, but have your goals be closer to where you're at currently in your writing speed and your career, as well as continuing to make progress through the rest of the year. You need to keep in mind, while looking at adjusting your author and writing goals moving forward, how you can adjust these even with the new reality of 2021. Every author works differently, and more importantly, every season is different for every author. So the first half of the year might have been a struggle because we were still coming out of COVID, or because of family things, or because maybe you weren't in the right mindset, but you're really getting back into that. You're watching these videos, obviously, maybe you're taking a class, maybe you're going to a writing conference, everything like that, and you're really wanting to revise those goals and make the second half of 2021 the best it can be for you. This is your season. It doesn't matter what happened in the first half of 2021. Tomorrow is a new day, and you can make this your year moving forward. I'd also encourage you to look at making new goals as well. Again, whether you came close to your original goals or you're looking at revising them. Look at that not only from the scope of how you did, what you want for the rest of the year, and how that can help you towards your overarching goal, whatever that may be. Again, self-publishing, traditional publishing, doing this just for the love of writing, whatever your goal is. I would also encourage you to look at new goals as well. So maybe you can start budgeting for conferences if that's something you've never done before. Maybe you should sign up for that class, so while you're encouraging yourself to write every day, you can also make sure you're improving your craft as well, not just getting the words on the page. Or find an editor or a writing coach, any sort of new source of information and support, so you are taking in knowledge as well as gaining that experience in putting the words on the page. I would love to hear from you and hear how your 2021 is going, how you're planning the next 6 months. Tell me more about your wins and your pain points. I would love to know more about what you would like to hear about, what could help you in the future that would keep you on track, keep you moving forward. I'm always looking to figure out new things to talk about here, so if you have anything, don't hesitate to reach out. You can like, comment, subscribe below. Also, all of my contact information is there for you guys to reach out. I would love to hear from you. Hopefully this has been helpful, and until next week, keep writing.